Hello guys, welcome back to the Media Nights. My name is Ari.
And I'm Denise.
It seems like there's been a lot of trailers dropping lately, and it's so exciting to see, how they're ramping up for the summer season again, the blockbuster season. We had the Fantastic Four trailer yesterday, and we had a blast reacting to that. And today we have none other than Jurassic World Rebirth. So excited to jump back into this saga. I mean, we just finished watching the entirety of the saga on our channel like a couple of months ago, and it was a great experience. I mean, we had fun with, obviously the original trilogy with the World series, and now seeing that it's coming back, I wonder what else is there to say about this whole situation. I mean, Dominion felt like pretty much a closing of a book per se, so I wonder what else they could do with this. I'm really excited to see them try a new direction. I feel like a lot of us thought that that's what they were going to go for with Dominion, and they kind of set up the whole dinosaurs in the entirety of the planet, but that really didn't end up happening in the film. Like, yes, it was acknowledged, but we still spend most of our time in this facility that they were dealing with. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what exactly we're going to be having here.
Yeah, it's like what we ended up discussing right after we watched that movie, which is like, obviously seeing dinosaurs is always fun, right? It's always awesome. Like, we both love dinosaurs. We had such an amazing time watching all of the Jurassic Park movies. But again, what is it that you have to say, right? The cast obviously in this is looking really, really cool. So we already have a lot of talent involved in this. I'm hoping that we're kind of getting back into a little bit more of the horror vibes that we had in the originals, because again, the original trilogy is really, really special to my heart. So I feel like there are a lot of expectations here, but I also feel like, borrow some of the elements that worked in the previous ones, but still like go in a different direction, right? Really have fun with this, especially like the whole insinuation that you mentioned about, dinos taking over the entire world. And so what do you do with that? So it's going to be interesting to see how they recuperated after the events of Dominion.
I wonder if we're going to get another hybrid. I feel like one of the things that people like the most, with the direction they took with World is like things like the Indominus Rex, right? And how cool that was, because it still had that flavor of the traditional dinosaur, but you still did not know what to expect, which elevated the stakes, and I mean, the Indominus Rex she was a bit of a bitch.
She was a bit of a bitch.
I mean, she was hard to take down, and that was cool to see like a classic dinosaur versus a hybrid. And I like that theme of, old versus new and what's better and how they did that with those films. And in this case, I think this film has a potential to be special. And the reason is that the writer that wrote the original Jurassic Park film, David Koepp, he returned to write Jurassic World Rebirth. So I have faith. I mean, that movie was phenomenally written. The way they set up everything that goes down and how long it took to kind of get the payoff of seeing the T-Rex, like that horror sequence, in the nighttime with the T-Rex, the cars and everything, and then the thumping of the footsteps, like that was him. He wrote all of that stuff that we love so much. So I have a lot of faith in this movie. I think they have a chance, like you said, to bring it back to that horror adventure vibe that we love. Bring back the dinos because they're cool. And I'm so excited, guys. Let's go ahead and check this one out. And without further ado, let's go ahead and check this one out.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett, our mission specialist.
Sorry, what mission?
You're going on a mission, buddy.
A medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God.
Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place.
Where?
You ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less?
Yep. I mean,
50-50 chance you survive.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's your guy.
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Smuggler.
Tornadoes. Avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
Oh, my God.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
They got to collect DNA.
Oh,
they got to get close and personal.
Parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, my God. Oh, Mama's back.
Oh!
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Oh my God. Too dangerous.
The worst of the worst were left here.
What the hell is that?
Oh my God.
Come on!
looking at?
What was that? That was huge.
A new era is born.
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
Is that the Spinosaurus?
They're helping the Mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
Right, it's all bad.
The Mosasaur. Man, that looks like a blast, dude. That looks like a lot of fun.
That looked so much fun.
I love the fact that they really do have to get close and personal this time. I like the explanation, you know, of like why the hell, because like that's always the thing with these movies. We're always like, why are we going back there?
Right.
Why do we have to go back and be face to face with dinos? And you know, most of the reasoning behind it is, well, we're making a park or
right,
you know, whatever it may be. So I like that this time apparently they're doing like a medical research situation and they need to collect the DNA, which means you really need to see that like it's a necessity. It's kind of required to get close to them so they can extract the blood. And I also like how they set up that whole theme of, you know, the worst of the worst were sent here. Like these were the bonus features, the extra content that never made it into the original cut. That these dinos are like, they were too bad to have in the original park, which begs the question, what the hell did you guys do?
Yeah. What again? That's a question.
What did you do?
What did they cook up in that lab? Because like we already know that they already combined a whole bunch of things that were never supposed to be combined, right? And these dinosaurs ended up developing much higher intellect than anticipated, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of them were already very smart enough as it was, right? And they were never really purely dinosaurs, right? Like mutation was a necessity in order to develop them. Like they mentioned that multiple times, but still, man, it's like it always begs the same question, right? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And it always circles back around to that. And I like that you mentioned, at least in this, it seems like it's a valid reason, right? To save human lives and to cure cancer or whatever it may be, right? And the fact that it's the biggest and baddest ones out there that hold the key to that is, of course, life's ultimate irony, I feel like, right? It's like, it's the ultimate boss fight where if you can get through these, you know, get up close and personal, I guess you can help mankind. But essentially, I have to say, the action and everything, the dinos, the location, it looks beautiful. I'm loving the color grading. I'm loving the pace from what I've seen from this so far. It looks like a really, really fun ride. And I think like this is like a huge green flag right now for me. Like I'm actually very, very excited to see this.
I agree. It definitely feels like that, obviously the summer blockbuster tone, but I also love that they're bringing back that adventurous side to the saga. You know, like obviously, you know, you got the dinos and all that. It's always been present in these films, but you know, the fact that it's back on an island, it's all green and tropical looking. It looks like they're in some sort of ruin. So that adventurous tone is definitely present here. And I love that, again, we're in an island, but this time like there's nobody. It's abandoned. It's just them. There's no backup. There's no people they can call up for help. And I love that. I love that it's going to feel like, yeah, you're isolated. You got to deal with this issue because when push comes to shove, you still got to deal with a massive dinosaur. You know, it looks like we're getting a bit of everything here. You know, you're getting the flying ones.
Oh
you're getting the swimming ones. You're getting all the bad ones in this. And I think Spinosaurus fans are going to be extremely happy because I remember reading a lot of comments saying, man, we wish, you know, in Dominion specifically, we wish we had a rematch between Rexy and the Spinosaurus. And a lot of people wanted to see more of the Spinosaurus because he was pretty powerful in that third film. I mean, we all know what happened. I'm still bitter about that. I was team T-Rex.
Yeah, I was team T-Rex too.
But it looks like they're bringing them back. And not just one, it was a whole pack.
Oh my God.
And I love those little lines where it was like, oh, they're hunting in pack or they're defending a specific territory.
Stalking.
They're helping out the Mosasaurus. And then we see the huge beast come out of the water. I mean, that's like the new OG. I feel like we have the T-Rex. That's like the OG from the original trilogy. That's the staple. And I feel like if we were to convert that into world, obviously you have Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor, but I think the Mosasaurus is the one creature that really showed up in all three of the films.
Right.
And, you know, wreaked havoc. I mean, that's the one thing that the creature that took down Indominus Rex once and for all, right? It dealt the finishing blow, and then we saw it swimming around in the world, and I'm assuming it's the same creature because there was only one that we ever saw. So that's cool how they're tying it into world, but they're also giving us like a whole new perspective onto what to expect, and we're going to be seeing new things here.
Yes.
Like they said, this is the worst of the worst. What does that imply? Are these like the most dangerous species? Why are they the worst? Like, is this like the prototypes before they got the recipe exactly how they needed it to go? Right? Because obviously we never got to see that. They just kind of were, and it all kind of worked neatly and nicely because of nature. But what about the prototypes that we never got to see? And I'm hoping that we get to see some kind of amalgamation weird thing that we're like, how the hell, who came up with this idea?
Right.
Why?
Right. Plus that, and on top of that, obviously these dinos have been here left alone, obviously, for quite a bit. So like what happened there? Because again, life will find a way, right? That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Yeah, I know.
Hitting the nostalgia buttons.
I know.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Life finds a way.
But again, life finds a way, and evolution is just part of the existence on planet Earth as far as we know. So how did they evolve? How did they change, right? That's the question. Like, how did they manage to adapt to this world that they're living in now? Has it made them more hostile, more aggressive? Obviously, it's always survival of the fittest. So like they have to kind of figure out a way how to develop their own hierarchy, right? Who's the like at the top of the food chain? And just knowing that has me deeply worried for these people. Like you already know it's going to be bad because again, they were just left alone to kind of fend for themselves.
Yeah.
Like in the parks, at least, you know, you had someone to kind of maintain order. You know, you had cages. I mean, in the beginning, just never mind that.
They did
you know
try.
what I mean?
They absolutely
They tried. But here, like, there's not even an attempt to regulate them, right? So we don't even know. They could have just been, exactly. They could just be wreaking havoc, and we are just at their mercy once again.
We got a few glimpses here and there of this weird creature. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Like, its limbs looked extremely large and different.
Yeah.
I wonder what the heck that is. That looks like no dinosaur I've ever seen in my life before. So I'm kind of hoping, again, I know that the hybrid thing was a thing that they did in the past. I guess we'll see, because I think if that comes back and it's really like something horrifying, like the final boss, and if that happens to be like one of the dinosaurs they actually need, the DNA, or maybe the thing that just keeps coming into contact with them as they're trying to do this mission, I think that could be really cool, having like this monster thing stalking them throughout this island. Guys, this looks extremely fun. Let us know, what are your thoughts? Are you guys excited for more Jurassic World? I mean, you know, the Jurassic Park saga thus far has been a great time, you know, despite its ups and downs. We've commented what we loved from it. We've commented on the opportunities we thought they missed throughout the saga, like seeing the actual world having to deal with all these dinosaurs and having that full scope and that feel. I think that was kind of like a bit of a downer for Dominion, but overall we really enjoyed the dynamics, the characters. We've seen all of them, and there's been elements that we've loved from every single one of these films. Obviously our favorite one, it's still kind of, you know, it's still the original. It still always goes back to that. I know that's very cliche, but it's true. I thought it was the best written one out of all of them. And just having that knowledge that David Koepp is taking care of this script, and also seeing the aesthetics here, I think we're going to be in for a great ride. And I'm really hoping that this brings it back to the level that we were all expecting, you know, for those movies. And I think should they nail it, should they hit the bullseye, I would be excited again for, you know, maybe another trilogy. Let's see, like if we can do Jurassic World, I don't know, Rebirth 1, 2, and 3, and they actually give us a full arc where it feels like we can close this chapter, this story. I think it's worth returning to the island once more and having to face our biggest fears, which are these terrible, horrifying dinosaurs. Guys, let us know your thoughts down below. We hope that you guys enjoyed, and as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.
See ya.